saw you at the game last night, right?
Yes, sir.
What's that been like seeing the Mercury make this kind of run and get to the finals?
Oh man, it's awesome, man. I'm just glad, me being here for my first year, I'm able to experience that and just see, what basketball is like in Phoenix. It's amazing to see everybody that comes through and supports them, and we're expecting the same thing for us. So it's definitely motivating for us to watch that.
Curious just how camp's going for you, your first time going through it. How would you assess how you fared so far?
It's been going great, man. I get to play, with some of the best athletes in the world. I see where I'm at with them, and I feel like I've been doing great. I've been competing. The whole team's been competing. That's been the biggest thing. High level, it's been a high level competing, and everybody's getting better. Everybody's showing what they're about and what they're going to bring to the team.
Last thing I had was like, I saw come on with you guys in the summer. I've seen a different body. Can you tell me how much bigger do you think?
Hey man, that's what happens when you work, man. He's putting in the work, and it's obviously showing not only in his body but in his game. He's been a lot more physical, a lot more dominant, and it's really unbelievable to see how somebody his age is so ready for this level, and I feel like he's been showing this, so it's pretty cool to see.
Koby, you couldn't miss today at practice. Just how are you feeling just in the flow of the offense right now?
Well, I feel great. I'm somebody that I'm gonna just come in. I'm always gonna be ready. So I know that whenever people give me the opportunity to show what I do, I'm always pay it back to them. So I just appreciate the trust of my teammates that anytime they see me, open to the side or anything, they're always kicking it to me and they want me to shoot the ball. So it feels good.
I think you only missed one during this finish. But for you, obviously, coming in, a lot's being thrown at you right now. And Coach Ott talked about how trying to help you along, but to you personally, slowing things down, dissecting things. How has that been for you?
It's been great. I think every practice, I'm starting to feel more comfortable. And we even shared some texts yesterday. And he's just telling me how since summer league, he's starting to see how the game is slowing down for me. And so for me, coming in as a rookie, that's the best, best compliment I could receive. Just that, it's being translated day by day, and I'm starting to see how when I'm at my own pace and I'm with the pace that the team is playing, I'm really able to show my best version of myself. So I'm really just trying to, take little things away every single day.
Koby, were you among the group that went up to visit local Flagstaff?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you just explain what was that like? What you guys do?
Yeah.
How that benefited you guys?
Yeah, it was pretty similar to what we're doing now. It was kind of like a mini training camp, but we just went over, I think it was during the week, maybe for like 3 days. We stayed out there with him, and, we got to share a lot of experiences on and off the court, so it was our first time as a group working together, playing together, and then off the court, we were able to do some fun stuff, it was first time golfing for all of us. I'm not too good at that. We're not going to get into that, but it was a lot of fun, just being around the guys and building that camaraderie together.
Did you just work out like at a high school, or did you guys work
Yeah, it was at a high school. No, actually, I'm lying. It was at a college.
at college?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably NAU. And then
Yeah,
just,
for sure.
He's talked about using his voice more, being more of a leader. Have you seen that? Have you noticed him trying to take more of a bigger role in that regard?
Definitely. I'm not gonna say that I know what he was like, in the prior years, but I know that, as my first year being here and just seeing how much he's been talking, not only to the whole team, but really like us individually and anything that he sees. But he's really, taking that initiative and trying to be a leader, So we appreciate that, and we need that from him because, he is our star player, and it's always good to have that voice.
Koby, I talked with Coach Jesperson 2 weeks ago about the potential he sees in your game, and he said the offense is cool, that's going to be what it is, but he said he sees a lot of you as an individual defender. What are those conversations been like as far as him challenging you in that, and how have you kind of seen those help you steer you along the way?
Yeah, it's been a challenge for me every single day. I walk into the gym and it's the first thing I'm thinking about. So it's definitely a challenge that I want, and I think I've been showing that, and they've really been appreciating that. They're noticing that, so it makes me feel good that something that I'm really like trying to work my hardest towards is being seen. So for me, it's just about being somebody that's reliable, somebody that could be on the floor and handle their own on the both ends of the court.
When I look at your game at Kentucky, I think a lot of people look at you and kind of put you in a shooting spot.
Yeah.
It feels like you're more of a scorer than a shooter.
Yeah.
Can you talk about, I guess, what parts of your game you feel like maybe get overlooked or that you maybe didn't appreciate kind of look at more for you?
Yeah, I think just at my height, my ability to put the ball on the floor and create my own shots, create for others. I think everybody's always amazed by the shooting just because of the percentages that I've shot, and obviously in this team that's probably what I'm gonna need to do. And so for me, like I said, I'm willing to do whatever's needed. But I'm also somebody that like I could take a closeout, put the ball on the floor, make a play for myself or others, and I could boogie a little bit. I could do whatever's needed. So I think with time, I'll be able to show more of that.
Hey, that's why Kentucky, I saw y'all play. It had you specifically getting a lot of dynamic touches, like boom action,
Yeah,
things like that. For you, like when it comes to route running, like, how much of that is trained as far as running at certain angles and at different speeds to get into those?
Yeah, a lot, and especially once I know the kind of shots that I'm getting in the game, I'm gonna just repeat it over and over and over again, so that when it comes in the game, it's like second nature. So even today, there was an action where I had to come off, like a lot of running and stuff. But I feel like when you work on those things, then it's gonna be easily applied to the game. And I feel like that's why all the things that we're doing as a group and as a team, in practice, like the drills and all that, is being directly applied into the games.
Have you been having conversations with out-of-bound screening and doing different things like that off the ball?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think in my career, that's something I'm gonna have to do a lot. Just free up other people to free myself up. And so, a good way to get a shot for myself is setting a good screen for Oso Gador right here, because I know he's gonna make the right play every time. So.
Next question. How did it feel to have a defensive mentality, man? Get some deflections, get some plays, really build some defensive identity?
It felt great, man, just because it's something I've been working on the whole summer. It's something that you and I have talked a lot about, and I feel like that's the biggest jump that I need to make, and I feel like just me showing it here the first day, it's a good first step.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Thank you.